Lekena-Okoro, who is the founder and CEO, Lerato and Adams, and she's also the virtual anchor?
Yes.
For WIMBIZ Annual Conference. Did I get that correctly?
Yes, you did, absolutely.
Okay, I hope our voices are okay. All right. Okay, so guys, we are discussing impact investment for renewable energy today. And for the first time discussing this topic, I have two ladies in the studio. So it means a lot. Tell us briefly. First, let's meet you. Molade, I know what you do. For those who don't know what you do, tell us what you do.
Okay, so it's great to be here. My name is Molade Adeniyi. I'm the CEO of a not-for-profit called West Africa Vocational Education Wave, where we tackle youth unemployment. We're also looking into the renewable energy space. But I also serve as part of the conference planning group for this year's WIMBIZ Annual Conference. Yeah. And I happen to be the chair of the tech committee. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later on.
Of course we will. Over to you.
So my name is Lerato Lekena-Okoro. I'm the CEO of Lerato and Adams, which is a real estate investment agency. But for WIMBIZ, I am an associate, and I am also a part of the conference planning group. I'm on the tech committee, but I'm also going to be a virtual anchor this year.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. For those who don't know, WIMBIZ is Women in Management, Business and Public Service. So that's WIMBIZ. When you hear WIMBIZ, just grab your seat close. Something's about to be said. Yeah. So, but Molade, you want to tell us about the WIMBIZ for those who don't know? What do you do at WIMBIZ?
Great, awesome. So thank you so much for telling us what the acronym stands for. So WIMBIZ actually exists to inspire and empower women to attain leadership positions in business, management, and public office, just like you said. And our focus is really to see an increase in female representation of leaders across, the business sectors, corporate sector, even in public sector. WIMBIZ as a catalyst, and do you remember catalyst reactions in chemistry class, right? WIMBIZ acts as the catalyst that elevates the status and influence of women and their contribution to nation building. So WIMBIZ is just there to see how can we support more women to get into leadership positions. There's 4 pillars mainly of WIMBIZ. It's the inspire, it's the empower, it's the advocate, and then it's the connect. And all of the programs of WIMBIZ fall under one of these categories. And what we'll be talking about today will really focus on the inspire because it's really targeted to our annual conference, which really speaks to the inspire so that's WIMBIZ in a nutshell. I could go on and on, but let me pause so we can get into the meat of the matter. Beautiful. More information on wimbiz.org.
I like how you chip that in at the end. That's good. So you mentioned you're an associate of WIMBIZ.
Yes.
You want to talk about what that means?
So with WIMBIZ, there are different levels of membership. For you to get started, you actually get started as an associate. As an associate, you are basically a member of the community, I like to say, because that is where you are going to be there. You literally start from the ground. You start from attending roundtables. You start from attending different events, again, around all the pillars of the association. As an associate, you get access to benefits that the WIMBIZ company is able to provide.
Beautiful.
Because with WIMBIZ, again, their goals are based on the 4 pillars. So they are always looking out for programs that help to give that kind of value back to the associates. Okay, all right.
Now let's focus on the main topic now, Molade. Impact investment for renewables, and this is tied to the WIMBIZ Impact Investment Competition.
Correct.
Do you want to walk us through what that is?
Okay, so this competition is something that's done annually. It's an annual competition done by WIMBIZ, and it really helps to promote projects, businesses, and helps to build capacity of female entrepreneurs, young female entrepreneurs with business. If you have a business that is startup to a maximum of 3 years, and annually there's a partner that comes in and provides a grant or support to top 3 winners. So ultimately there's sort of top 3 winners, and each partner has a different focus. So should I go on to talk about what this year's focus is?
Yeah, please go on. No, go on, please tell us.
So this year the partner is All On, and that's why we're here on this amazing talk show. And their focus is on renewable energy solutions. So what that means is, with the impact investment competition, WIMBIZ puts out a call for applications. So if you're a female, you own a business in the renewable sector, you're a startup, or you're less than 3 years old, and you have an amazing solution, and you just need that support to get it to the next level, this is really, really the competition for you. There's a panel of experts who are mostly WIMBIZ associates in that sector. They would look through all of the applications that come in, and from those applications, they shortlist to 5. The top 5. The top 5 then get invited to the annual conference, and then there'll be three winners that will emerge. So every year there's a different focus. This year it's renewable energy. Next year it might be manufacturing. It might, but that's really what the impact investment is. So it's really about impact businesses. So I like to call it businesses that are making money while still doing good.
I like the sound of that. So anybody listening now, what you're trying to say is, if you are a female entrepreneur in the renewable energy or clean energy space, that your business is between 0 to 3
3 years,
3 years, then you can participate in this competition.
You can.
Okay, beautiful. Let's not take that further. So let me come to you now. Now it is since 2014 this competition was launched, and by WIMBIZ. It is always attached to the conference. You want to tell us the significance why it is tied to the conference?
So the annual conference is literally our biggest event. It brings together as many as 2,000 people. Again, remember, the pillars for WIMBIZ are inspire, empower,
advocate,
connect, right? So the secondary idea behind this is to ensure that these people who have these exemplary businesses can get to be introduced to the larger community, because remember, during the different stages that they'll go through, of being reviewed and picked, they're only going to be known by the people that are on the panel. So the idea is that at the conference we can introduce them out to the larger community, so that people who don't even have an idea of what they're doing, or who are interested and maybe even want to collaborate or want to work with them, or have another service that they can plug in, can actually get to meet them.
Beautiful.
Because the idea is the work you're doing has to impact on the community.
Maybe I can just add something to that and say that when I think of this year's theme, firing forward, right? As we fire forward,
that's the theme for the
theme
conference,
for the annual conference.
Okay.
And how this ties, because you're asking about how this ties into
the
conference.
Why is it always tied? What's the significance?
So for this year, when I think about our theme of firing forward, I think about renewable and clean energy as, the next big thing. This is where we should be focusing on as a country, as individuals. You were just talking about the power situation that people are having due to flooding, etc. So again, it just ties in beautifully. It's an opportunity also to boost the confidence of these young entrepreneurs as well.
It is.
Because you come into a room with people who are already doing amazing things, and you can just glean. I always think of it as a sponge. You can just soak up all of the positive energy in the room.
All right, Lagos, you can join the conversation and call me 0700 993 993 993. And I want to get more calls from the women to learn about this competition and how they can join. So we'll be taking your calls gradually. Make sure you call me 0700 993 993 993. Call us, join the conversation, and you could learn more about this impact investment competition. If you're just joining the conversation, this is Power Solutions. My name is Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo, and Power Solutions is powered by All On Energy Impact Investment Company in partnership with your number one talk station, Nigeria Info. So I see some calls coming in. Can we take a few of them and hear what they want to contribute to this? Hello, good morning. Talk to me. All right, I missed that one. Sorry about that. We'll try to take some more. Hello, good morning. Talk to me. This is Power Solutions. What is happening? We keep missing all the calls, guys. Hello, good morning. Power Solutions. Talk to me. Please turn down the volume of your radio set when you call me, please, so that we don't have some obstructions as we try to talk. Okay. So now the impact investment will be okay, we have a call. You want to take that? Let's see. Calls are coming in, but we can't seem to hear anybody. What's happening? Hi, good morning, Power Solutions. Talk to me. Hello, I can hear you. You're live.
Oh no!
What's happening? One more, and then we can just go on. Hello.
Okay. No.
Okay. Let's do that. So the impact investment competition, Molade, will be focused on renewable energy. We've talked about that, but is there a reason why WIMBIZ is making this shift I understand this is the first time there's a focus on renewable energy, but you want to talk more why this shift. I want to elaborate. You were trying to talk about it before, but let me give you more time to sort of express it.
So, I mean, I think even just from let's look at the society, right? It's from a sustainability standpoint.
Okay.
We do know that currently power solutions is a problem nationwide.
Of course,
right?
it is.
And for us to have a sustainable solution to the problem of power, renewable and clean energy is one way to look at it.
Sure.
But then also from a environment perspective, right? We're all, I mean, you've heard all this about climate change. And, you know, just taking care of the environment and really going down the route of clean energy is the way to go.
Sure.
And therefore at WIMBIZ, we're also very keen on focusing on, you know, what is theming, what is innovative, what helps the environment, what is a sustainable solution, because it's not about just providing something for now, it's about really looking into the future. And like I said, it ties again into our annual conference theme of firing forward. If we're really thinking about firing forward, we have to really be thinking about pioneering, thinking about innovative solutions, and we have to really be thinking about really firing forward and reaching the last mile. So I think that's, I mean,
short in, and for All On, I think why All On is sponsoring this, like you said before, All On is sponsoring this. It's because we see that this space, more women are not even coming into it. There are fewer women, and how can we build a pipeline of businesses in this sector? How can you drive more of female, engagement in this sector, and how can more female come into it? How can we break that barrier? If it's funding that is the issue, let's see your proposal, let's see your business, and I mean, and the long run is to see how you can continue to scale. So I think that's the part for All On that this is coming into play, and I think it's a good one, and we're happy to be doing it with WIMBIZ.
It absolutely is. It totally is a great one.
I want to come to you now. So can you talk to the eligibility again? We know it's only for women, female-owned businesses.
We love the men though.
Between 0 to 3 startup, but any other thing we should consider as eligibility?
So your project has to at least have some level of impact on the society. So we don't want to just look at projects from a paper view. We want to be able to see, again, like what Madi was talking about, sustainability. Is it something that can start, and is it something that with time can grow? Impact investing is basically giving you that first push. It's that that first belief that somebody believes in what it is that you're doing, because we think that it's something that can work. So from here, we want to be able to ensure that your project is something that you will be able to scale. You would probably be able to partner across the board with viable people who are going to be able to grow it, because we don't want a situation where when we look at 3 years down the line, we're saying we invested in this, but it has failed, or it has disappeared, or it's just fizzled out. Because again, renewable energy is a key factor for any country thinking about firing forward. And as women, yes, it's hard to start anything because there's so many things that have to drive. I mean, that would probably work against you, but how do we know that you're going to be able to do it? Those are the key things that are going to be looked out for.
Sure. Let's take a caller now. I see a call coming in. Let's take that. Hello, good morning. This Power Solutions. Talk to me.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Mr. Frank. I'm calling you from Ojo Alaba.
All right, talk to me.
I want to ask a question.
Please do. 1 minute.
Why is it that if women want to give out their something, or if they want to give help, it's only their own fellow women alone? But if it is a man, they will give everybody.
Thank you so much.
Why?
Thank you.
And again, if they want to, before she will leave now, she will need help for men and for everybody so that they will use it to help. Why not generalize everything?
All right, Mr. Frank.
Reach everybody that needs the help.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that question. Thank you. All right. Okay. We know this was going to come.
Yes. And,
I know you know. So, Molade, you want to speak to it?
And Mr. Frank, like we said, we love men and women alike. However, I think for this particular project, it is specifically focused on women. There are lots of other initiatives that, regardless of gender, but if you remember when I started talking about WIMBIZ and what WIMBIZ stands for, WIMBIZ is really strongly focused on building women leadership and helping women to support in, with their businesses, in their careers, et cetera, et cetera. So I hear his sentiment. And I know that for us, even though we're supporting women, we know that we need equal representation for us to be able to sort of move ahead. And like you rightly said, Wisdom, women are generally locked out of this of this sector for various reasons. There is very low women representation, and what we're trying to do is to increase and improve that representation.
But this ties back to my question actually, and thanks Mr. Frank for that. Now is WIMBIZ looking to do this in the long term? And I mean, what I mean is the participation in renewable energy and this whole drive in renewable energy. Is it for the long term, or is this competition just going to be a one-off and that's it? It's there a long-term approach to this?
So I mean, let me first of all say that the competition is not a one-off. The competition is annual. It's really, largely driven by partnerships. So depending on the partner, that sort of comes on board. If All On continues to partner with WIMBIZ, we can continue to do this. To do this as well. WIMBIZ is a not-for-profit organization, so again, it relies on partners to be able to do some of this, some of the amazing work that we do. So it's not a one-off. Renewable energy is something that we're going to be talking about as a country for many years to come. So as long as the opportunity arises, and WIMBIZ will continue to drive that conversation as well. It might not be through a competition, but we will drive it through policy papers, advocacy, etc.
I trust it. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning, Power Solutions. Okay, one more. Hello, good morning, Power Solutions. Talk to me.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I just, I'm in a public transport and I heard about your conversation with that lady in the bus. So I'm just calling to find out how can we submit the proposal. My wife is into renewable energy.
Beautiful.
For agricultural products.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Just listen on. We're gonna share shortly how you can participate in the conversation. Okay. So now, 3 winners, 3 finalists were expected, from this whole competition. You want to talk through what the award is to them at the end of the competition before we share how people can apply? I mean, people would like to know.
Yes. So the first winner basically gets 2 million naira. I'm going to start with the cash benefits, and then we can talk about all the other things that would also be, a part of the deal that they get. Okay. First person gets 2 million naira. Next winner gets, that will be the first runner-up, will get 1 million naira, and then the second runner-up will then be getting 700,000. Okay. Now this is cash. There is going to be a lot of support because we are looking to not just give you the money and then say go make it work, but there's going to be support. I mean, again, All On has been very, very nice to say you're going to, and generous, yes, to say that you're going to be able to help to ensure that they do it right, because that's the only way it's going to be sustainable. So they will get legal support, they would get marketing support, communication support, they would definitely get strategy support, just so that we say you have an idea, but how do we ensure that your idea is great from the start? You can do it right and you can build on it. So,
all right, let's take this caller now before I move to the next question. Just to say, hello, good morning, Power Solutions. Talk to me.
Hello.
Yes, hi, good morning. We can hear you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. We can hear you. Can you speak up?
Yes, I'm Victory. I'm calling from Kawas.
All right, you have 30 seconds.
Oh, I wanted to sing some music.
All right, thank you. This is not for that program. Thank you so much. You need to be listening first before you call. But again, why the other things are good, guys, as part of the support is, a lot of the times these businesses, they have good ideas, but, they are not able to put things together. Some of them, they are not bankable because they've not put in some structures. What are the governance structures you want to put in place to sort of, build your business? It's one thing giving you the money, but how you're going to use the money? What is your governance structure looking like? What is your, do you have the right legal support? Do you have the right strategy to tell how to even make good use of the money? All of this. And those things are even more than the money. If you go and meet a company like any of this consulting company for strategy as a startup, you know how much you're going to pay. Or maybe you go to any of the top legal firms for legal support, to try to put your business together. You know how much that's going to take. So some of this other support are really,
and it also shows how WIMBIZ is committed to actually helping these businesses thrive.
Sure.
So it's not just about the money. It's really how do we help these businesses thrive through some of this additional support that we know is needed as well.
Sure thing. All right, now we've been talking all through. Now many people want to know how can I apply for this money?
Okay.
See myself. Where do I submit this proposal? Where do I let more to submit? So Molade, take us through.
Okay, so you can submit. There are various ways you can submit. So get your pen and your paper ready. Go to the WIMBIZ website, wimbiz.org. Under events, you can apply on there. You can send an email to WIMCAP, that's WIMCAP @wimbiz.org as well. You can also call some numbers. So I'm going to call out the numbers for you. So please make sure you are writing. So 0803 594 6249.
Okay, say that again.
0803 594 6249. And the second number, 0806 614 8885. Let me say that again. 0806 614 8885. And of course, follow WIMBIZ on Facebook at WIMBIZ NG, on Instagram. WIMBIZ NG, on Twitter, WIMBIZ, on YouTube, WIMBIZ, and on LinkedIn, Women in Management, Business and Public Service. All the information is there, and you have to hurry up. We don't really have a lot of time.
Application closes tomorrow?
The application closes tomorrow by 5 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And they're strict with the timing. So get it in as quick as possible. Whatever you're doing today, if you have to burn that midnight
candle to finish that your proposal,
so that
and just send it.
Exactly, and you can sort of get it in.
All right, beautiful. Lagos, if you're just joining the conversation, this is Power Solutions. My name is Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo, and we've been discussing impact investment for renewable energy, and Power Solutions is sponsored by All On Energy Impact Investment Company with support from Nigeria Info. And of course, I have these beautiful ladies from WIMBIZ who have been speaking to us about this WIMBIZ Impact Investment Competition that is focused on renewable energy. So if you are a female business owner and you have this amazing business idea that is going to solve our power problem or energy problem in Nigeria, and all you're seeking is funding, you can now dive into this competition to sort of apply, and let's see that proposal, and let's see how that proposal can be scalable, and you can benefit from this competition. Okay, if you miss those numbers, you can just simply follow WIMBIZ on social media at WIMBIZ NG on Instagram, and I think there's a link on the bio where you can learn more about this, or you just go to the website www.wimbiz.org. WIMBIZ is spelled WIMBIZ.
Correct.
I know some people know what is WIMBIZ, so let me help them and spell it. So WIMBIZ.org, so you can go there right now and sort of apply. We have space for 1 or 2 calls, so in case you want to call us at the studio right now to join the conversation, you can quickly do that. 0700 993 993 993 in case you have one last minute question you want to ask. All right, ladies.
Yeah,
I think the time is I'm looking at the time.
But can I plug something in?
Plug
so somebody is saying I don't have renewable energy. How do I still connect with WIMBIZ? We have our annual conference coming up on the 3rd and the 4th of November at Eco Hotel. Again, details on all of our social media. If you're not in town, there's also a hybrid option. There's also a hybrid option as well, so you can attend virtually as well.
And the winners of this competition will be announced at the conference.
The winner will be announced.
So that means they get to attend the conference.
They get to attend. The top 5 gets to attend the conference.
Okay, there will be top 5.
Yes.
And then there's a top.
And then there's
the winning 3.
The winning 3.
Yes.
Oh God, how do I be in that place and then mention the winner? And if I didn't win, what happened?
But there's lots of opportunities. You're still there. I mean, to be top 5 is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a real.
I said the networking opportunities you might even get at the conference.
Exactly. You might get more than that too.
All right, we have one call. Let's take this call. I see that call. Let's take it before we leave. Hello, good morning, Power Solutions. Talk to me, please. We can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, we can hear you. Speak up. You have 30 seconds.
No.
I wanted one more call.
I know.
To take. All right, guys. I think where time is fast spent already, and at this juncture, we may need to leave. You want to call those numbers again to learn more about the competition.
Yes.
So that they get it.
So 0803 594 6249 and 0806 614 8885. WIMBIZ.org, all information.
All right, www.wimbiz.org.
Correct.
All right, I want to see a pack full of applications for this competition, and then my heart will be full of joy, and we can say, "Yeah, Olon did something good."
Right? Thank you, Olon.
We look forward to it. We really hope that we can get, different options, and we look forward to seeing the top 5.
Sure thing. All right, ladies, it's about time we have to go now. And thank you, Lagos.
Thank you.
This is Past Solutions. Until next week, when we come again with another very interesting conversation. Before we go, just so you know, Olon's demo day is later this month on the 27th. Demo day. What does that mean? Is we've had businesses in incubation for the last 6 months, and they'll also be pitching their ideas to a panel of judges with an opportunity to win 10,000 or to receive $10,000 in grant. So we are looking to award about 8 businesses later this month. So we want to learn more about that. Just follow All On social media. All On Energy on Instagram, All On Energy on Twitter, and then All On Energy, in fact, All On LinkedIn, just to learn more. Anywhere, All On. But guys, I have to go. The news is up next. My name is Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo. Until next week, when we see you again, this is Power Solutions, powered by All On. Thank you.